Welcome back to the Daily QCI for the very last day of July and Critical Thinking Thursday. Today, we're going to squash the personality quiz balloon because you are not a color, you are not a four-letter word or a four-letter code, you are not a spirit animal, a Hogwarts house, or an Enneagram with type 3, 7-wing caffeine dependency. You are complex, evolving, and contextual. The problem with personality quizzes is they give you a box, a label, a false sense of certainty about this is what I am or who I am. And then most people stop growing. They use that label as a crutch. And they use that label against their teammates. Worst of all, most of these things are based on junk science or no science at all. So let's break a couple down specifically. How about your Myers-Briggs test? Invented by two non-psychologists in the early 1900s, has no predictive validity, and it has terrible test-retest reliability. It's basically astrology for people with business cards. Skip it. How about things that analyze you based on the colors and animals and shapes that you choose? It's cute, it's fun, and it's about as accurate as a magic 8-ball. It can be fun for conversation, and it might look pretty, but don't confuse it for valuable data. How about the disc profile? This one's really popular right now. They have some science, but how good is that science? And we run into the same problem. You get a label, or your teammates get labels, and they stick with you. We use those labels as crutches. How about some that might have some value? My personal favorite? VIA character strengths. This is something based in positive psychology. It can be used really well for personal insights, reflection, team insights, and then personal growth. It doesn't lock you in to anything. It actually helps you build you. And another one I have less familiarity with, but looks to have some good data accumulating around it, is the Big Five personality traits. OCEAN. It's the most scientifically validated model to date. It measures openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. You basically end up on a scale on each of those. So you're not labeled with in a specific bucket. You're put on a spectrum. It's still not gospel, but it can, when completed accurately, predict behavior across time and context. There's an important word there. These all rely on a self-assessment. And this assumes that you have really good self-awareness and that you're honest with the assessment of yourself. Most of us aren't. We end up filling these quizzes out in how we want to be, not how we actually are. So there might even be value in some of them in doing it with somebody else. They answer for you, you answer for yourself, you compare and contrast, can lead to some great discussions. But ultimately, self-awareness does not come from a quiz. It comes from real effort, self-reflection, feedback, time in the fire. Learning who you are not by choosing a box, but by testing out your edges. You want to know yourself better? Ask your team what it's like to be on the other side of you. Reflect on how you respond under pressure, conflict, or boredom. Track your actions, not your labels. So go delete your latest results from that pop psych quiz and instead ask someone you trust to give you unfiltered feedback. So, what do you think? See you tomorrow.